I want to share with you what was happening to me last night in my dream. So I woke up this morning, right, really excited about my dream. All the way through the night, I could feel the spirit saying to me, Dion, I need to show you the game of life and how to play it. The game of life and how to play it. And it was just a running theme. It was like I was in my highness, I was alongside the spirit, I could feel the presence of the spirit. And he was in teacher mode, right? And he was teaching me uh, the game of life and how to play it. And the scene that he took me down into was a basketball game. It was in a gym. You know that sound when the plimsolls hit the wooden floor and it makes that squeaky sound? I could hear the huh of the players as they threw the ball. I could hear them catching the ball. I could feel the activity of a basketball game, and not just feel it. I was actually part of it. But you know how dreams are, like there was part of me that was watching this and there was part of me that was actually playing like part of the game. And what happened was when I got the ball, I wanted to score a goal. Do they call it a goal in basketball? I don't even know. I've never played basketball. But um when I wanted to either dribble the ball or move with the ball or actually score the goal, these other players would just come, and it's like they felt really aggressive. They felt really like they weren't going to let me have this goal. They put their body in front of mine. They were waving their arms around, trying to block my view of the goal. And when I would make an attempt to score the goal, they would kick the ball, they would hit the ball out of the way so the ball would end up going in the wrong direction. They would catch the ball and start running with it. They would stand in front of me so that I couldn't see where I was aiming at. They really were opposing my scoring the goal. And and I remember at some point during the dream, I just got so um indignant, just frustrated. Just like, no, like I just no, I'm not going to stand for this anymore. I'm going to score the goal. And as I thought like that, my stature began to change. I turned into this kind of giant, one of those great big basketball players. They're big and chunky and they're 7 foot tall. And I turned into one of them, and I was really growing in stature. The more I decided that I was going to get through all of this opposition and I was going to score the goal. And so I at one point I saw myself taller than the ring that you have to put the ball through. I was actually looking down at the ring, and so I went to put the ball through the ring, and I could see these other players underneath the ring. As when I went to put the ball in, they were pushing the ball out. Like they were just intent on me not scoring this goal. And so I just got really angry. And at one point, after trying and trying to score this goal, I put my hand through the ring and pushed the player out of the way. And with the other hand, I put the ball in the ring. I forced it into the ring. And that was the dream. And I think just before I woke up, I felt the spirit saying to me, Dion, in this game of life, you are going to have to insist on your goals being scored. You are going to have to get fierce and insist on your goal. I'm so excited about that because just a couple of days ago, I was going through some old videos and I found a video called Feminine is Fierce that I watched. I watched my own video and it blessed me. So as I'm sharing this with you, I'm thinking I'm gonna send you that video as well. I want you to watch this one and I want you to watch the video called Feminine is Fierce. I feel that what we're being called to right now, the invitation is for us to get aggressive about meeting our goals, about being the woman that is for whom prominence and powerful leadership is inevitable. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that the invitation here is for us to get fierce in the pursuit of how our highest expression as women and leaders and change makers, being the kind of women, getting really deliberate and intentional and committed and fierce about being the kind of woman for whom prominence can't be held back from you. Prominence just cannot be resisted. Prominence is an inevitable outcome. Think about that. I think the invitation is for us to get. There's a scripture that talks about the violent taking what's theirs by force. I think it's time for that. Tell me how this is landing. Tell me what you're hearing. If you are like, this is where I am receiving all of this, right? It's like there seems to be this elusive promise, this elusive goal. I see myself functioning in this way, and it feels like it's just over there. It's elusive. And, and some days I feel like I'm moving towards it, and some days I feel like I'm not. Sometimes I feel like doing the work, sometimes I don't. I feel like this is a call to a disciplined fierceness. If you don't like the word discipline, call it devoted. Whatever way you look at it, this is a call to getting serious, aggressive, committed to moving in the direction of your desire to be a prominent, powerful leader in your space. So, what does that look like for you? What does fierce look like for you? What does intentional and and what does that look like for you at this time when you are called to be a powerful, presenceful, prominent, influential voice in your space? Let me know how this is landing. Oh, and look out for the video somewhere around here for Feminine is Fierce. That video blessed me this week, and I think it will bless you. See you later.